Hey guys, welcome. This is your read for June 9th. It's Monday. I've already got some cards that's come out for us. So thus far, we're going to do a pull of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thus far. And we're going to do 12 on this particular spread. See what it has for us. I hope that you guys are having a good start to your week. Of course, got this cute little top that I got the other day. I went thrifting, and so that's cool. I hope that you guys got your intention set for this week. We looks like we got a few more cards than 12 that came out, but we'll get into it. I'll put these two over here. So I'm going to flip them over, and then we'll see what the energy is for the week of June 9th. Of course, like I say to you guys all the time, I usually just read what card sticks out. I think I know what card I want to get into. But we will explain further. I'm using the Black Tarot deck first, and if we have time, we'll get into the African Goddess Rising deck, and I'll probably pick 7 from that particular deck. So thus far, we have the Four of Knives, we have Son of Knives, so it looks like we have a lot of knives energy. So Four of Knives, Son of Knives, we have the Magician, Three of Coins, Ace of Knives, the World, Son of Coins, Mother of Knives, Eight of Knives, Five of Knives, Seven of Knives, wow, Six of Coins, 10 of Baskets, and Six of Knives. So maybe it makes sense. Let's start with the two major arcanas that we receive, which is the Magician and the World card, and then I'll read some of the Knives energy, and we'll speak to some of that. I think I want to read the Mother of Knives card. Eight of Knives, we've talked about this last week, and the knives in her bag, but what she sees is herself without those knives in her bag. So I think it's a point of illusion there, of what is being represented. So the Mother of Knives is a truth warrior. A woman stands confidently with a knife in her hand. Behind her is the target of what she is practicing her throwing. She knows who she is and will not be easily fooled. I love this card. It's actually one of my favorites. The Mother of Knives is adaptable and carries wisdom gained from painful experiences. She is a survivor who has made peace with the mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical challenges she has faced. This card holds a reminder to consider all narratives and their counters, to review all facts. The Mother of Knives makes direct decisions and values unpretentious communication. She has confidence that she will come out on top in any situation with knowledge gleaned from past experiences. The Yang energy, since we always try to stay within the positive assets of this particular energy or energy that we're expressing, is she is witty, she sets clear boundaries, she's forthright and perceptive. The aligning energy for this particular card is to take a nature walk. This came up a lot last week, and to get out in nature. So I'll go into the World card because, as you can see, the World card is like pouring into yourself, and water energy, you have the plants behind her, is very representative of blossoming or pouring into you. That's how I see it. So we're going to read that energy really quick. So that's going to be the World card. And have patience with me, guys. Let's get to... This particular deck doesn't have any numbering, so I have to find it. So the World card is results, revel, and yes. A woman watering the world, knowing the importance of looking after the planet and honoring all living things. This talks to the planet energy. The World card indicates the completion of one journey and the beginning of a new one. It is the uniting of the outer and inner selves. The journey has forced us to confront, persist, and evolve. Certain chapters must be wrapped up and brought to an end. Move on. The world and adventure await. No one escapes judgment, not even the judge themselves. When the world card is pulled, it is time to consider the following. Are you liberated? Are you safe, grounded, and whole? How do you show up in the world? How can you heal the world? And this particular card has like a flower element of daisy, daffodil, which is new beginnings. The element of this particular card is the earth and the root chakra. The yang energy for this card is integration, sense of belonging, travel, accomplishment, completion, achievement, wholeness. Affirmation for this particular card, the aligning energy, let's start with that, is exercise, practicing grounding yourself. And then the affirmation, I breathe in and embody inner peace, embracing the calm of being connected with the universe and mind, body, and spirit. So becoming whole and feeling grounding in yourself. I said that I was going to read another knives energy, so I'm going to read the Four of Knives. So the Four of Knives is renewal and rest. A man sits comfortably, and this is what the card looks like. A man sits comfortably reading and indulging in charcuterie board. Rest is revolutionary, so make time to quiet your mind. Doing can be difficult. Can be a difficult habit to break in our capitalistic world. Our need for instant gratification makes it hard to step off the hamster wheel. Take time to step away from the external and focus on the internal, inside. The Four of Knives reminds us of the necessity of solitude, asking us to clear blockages that are preventing inner peace. Be still and allow to surface that which need to be shed because you have grown. It is time to retreat from the hustle. You need and deserve a break to recruit. Well-needed rest of mind, body, and soul. Recentering, sanctuary, quiet preparation. And then the aligning, ask yourself what your immediate priority is and set aside everything else. When the immediate tasks are handled, take a break and then begin the next priority. And I think that is so important. What it's saying is basically talking to the grounding energy. I had some questions for you guys, and I hope this is going to be helpful for those of us because I believe we have a new moon that's coming up in Sagittarius. So I did have some questions. A full moon, in Sagittarius that's coming up for us. And I had some questions that are going to be particular for reflection. What are your current desires? How do you picture your life? What are your deepest pleasures? What are the things that make you tick? Who in your life brings you joy and foundation? And what makes you feel childlike and free? So all of these questions are particular because Sagittarius is known to be childlike, very free in spirit, adventurous. And I think some of those questions might be helpful for some of us that are in a reflection stage of things. And then the last card I want to speak to is the Magician. This is about manifesting. I see this as letting go and walking into the new. And I love the Magician card. It just seems like he's just standing amidst in a pool of water, like splashing in the back. You see the horizon in the back, so a new beginning. And I'm going to quickly pull from the African Goddess Rising deck and see. Actually, I'm going to pull 5 cards really, really quick because I don't like this to be very long. But I'm going to pull 5 cards and see what speaks to us from this particular deck. This is one of my newer decks by Abiola Abrams. And, of course, this is an Oracle guidebook. Okay, so thus far we have soul forgiveness, we have rage, we have secrets revealed, we have giving and receiving. So this is a point of reflection here. What are we doing with our energy and how we're receiving it? What are we taking account for what we're accepting into our lives. So forgiveness could be, I'm gonna pick two cards from this particular deck. I'm gonna say soul forgiveness and giving and receiving. Soul forgiveness in this particular deck is number 28. And this is what the card looks like. She's in the midst of a garden, you know, very innocent. They have the two babies there. So it portrays a point of innocence. The temple is lovers and the element is bush. For Nagambe Bantu, goddess Makamu was the first woman. Her father, Akongo, the cranky supreme god, put Makamu and her loud children in a basket and dismissed them to earth. What do you need to forgive? Let it go and reclaim yourself. Forgiveness is a gift of freedom for you. You can't rush forgiveness. You have to feel it to heal. Feel the pain, the hurt, the grief, the rage. We also got rage, which is Medusa. Take time with your heart. Forgiveness is a high vibration frequency that the pain you must allow yourself to feel. Unforgiveness colors your world with lack, mistrust, and resentment. You start to see everything through victim color glasses, but forgiveness does not have to include reconciliation. Start with self-forgiveness. Say aloud, I forgive myself with love. I forgive and free myself. I forgive and free others. This is a point of letting go. We don't want to hold all that energy inside of us because it points a problem to stagnancy. The next thing is goddess of giving and receiving. Conjurers in air. And the point of origin is Egypt. Goddess Mayat represents alignment, truth, and balance. Her name means order. As her father, Egyptian sun god Ra, rose out of the chaos and put her in charge of divine justice. I would see this as the justice card, Libra. Reset your harmonic balance. You are out of alignment. The sacred scales, again, the scales, command you to give and receive. If you receive without giving, you are selfish and out of alignment. If you give without receiving, you are stuck in martyrdom and out of alignment. So you want to make sure that everything is balanced. Giving and receiving is spiritual law and spell work. Give time, money, service, resources, and good vibes. I'm always about the good vibes. So if you are a generous giver, cultivate a practice of receiving. Receiving is a sacred feminine principle that makes you or many uncomfortable. Receive compliments, joy, support, pleasure, friendship, money, and love. They are all the same to spirit. I give easily and freely. I receive freely and easily. That is the balance there. You want to make sure that you're declaring that both are synchronized. So I hope that you guys receive something in this message, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.